Festus Keyamo, Passion Lost to Pleasure by Dr. Bolaji O. Akinyemi. Retired activists like Festus Keyamo, Adams Oshiomole, and others like them must not be allowed to come out of retirement showing zeal of activism and speaking languages of the masses to further their political enterprise. They must be left to whatever their lots and lost they have incurred. Wikipedia is the place to have persons defined as they will want to be perceived in relation to their passion, purpose, and priority on this. Festus Keyamo is introduced to the world as a lawyer by passion and profession. Senior advocate of Nigeria, his passion, purpose, and priority were encapsulated in 3 words: columnist, human rights activist, and so on. The dynamics of states reaching their vision is at the mercy of the fourth estate of the realms and the civil society. To the former, Keyamo belonged as a columnist, spicing his writings with the richness of his critical mind. He was indeed a critic. The latter had the best of him, up in the legal battles several times against oppressive policies and high-handedness in government. In 2008, ferocious Festus made a legal prey of the federal government when he looked and took them to court over illegal appointment of service chiefs. But between 2008 and now, so much has gone under the bridge to quitting our dear Festus. While almost every Nigerian were crying over the illegality of the appointment and tenure extension of service chiefs, Keyamo looked the other way. In 2014, he became an ambassador of the change Nigeria is presently enjoying. By 2008, what lies ahead will need strategic communications, and who else but Keyamo fitted the bills. He did so without anyone having a glimpse of this next level of colonization. No nation has ever been built on any one generation or singly on the vision of their founding fathers, except supported by the civil rights activists and the fourth estate of the realms. Nation's dream will never be guarded by politicians and government officials, but by a committed media community and the civil society. Nations that had great reformers who brought about great change in the society do so because the media understood such vision, sold it to the people, and stood up for it. Thank you for listening to this news. My viewers, you see the issue of Festus Keyamo. I won't want us to deepen our head so much on that. You see, let us not compare Festus Keyamo to people like Adams Oshiomole and others. Because, see, Festus Keyamo is a lawyer and also someone I can call Festus Keyamo an activist as well, because he's someone that hates injustice. If you look at it very well, you see that he is one after Femi Falana. He is the next lawyer that I know that has been speaking up and telling Buhari the right thing. If Buhari refused to do the right thing, Festus Keyamo immediately he will hit the nail on the head. He doesn't want to know who you are. He doesn't want to understand you. He will just say it to you. He doesn't want to know. You see that? And that is one thing I love about him. He doesn't add sentiments to his actions. And that is what's supposed to be happening. Nigerians add sentiment to their things, and it's not supposed to be so. You see, as a lawyer, you need to be straight, and I think I think is that alone has helped him in a very long way. In a very long way. That profession as a lawyer has helped him in a very long way. Okay? So there is no harm telling the president the truth. Since his advisors cannot be able to tell him, you can tell him. It's just like in a home, when a parent is advising a child, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, and the child refuse to listen. Since he has refused to listen, people outside will tell him. And when people outside tell him, he will not be ashamed of himself. You understand? And that is one thing I value about Festus Keyamo. Is always on top of an issue and is always on point. So I don't know any other parts of Festus Keyamo aside from this that I've just told you. He is blunt and outspoken. He will say to you the way he saw it, and if you like, you take it. If you like, don't take it. If you like, feel bad, that is your own cup of tea. You understand? And that is how life's supposed to be. Life should be, we're supposed to live life ahead of things. We should not be always do things in a hurry. Do you understand? And that is it. Do you understand? You just like when Femi Falana called Buhari and said, "Look, man, you see this action you're about to take, don't take it." Do you know Femi Falana mean? Femi Falana have already opened his archive. He has read through his archive and have seen that if this action is taken, this is what is going to happen. You understand? And trying to save the head of the president said no, he doesn't want to save his head. That he want to fall into the trap and get himself into trouble. Okay, that's it. So let us just be factual here. Passion loss, no passion loss, to pleasure or no pleasure. The truth is that Festus Keyamo is always on point. And I don't think he has any plan to overthrow anybody. He's just contented. Do you understand? Okay, so what we are saying here, that his passion and purpose and priority were encapsulated in 3 words: critic, columnist, human rights activist, and all of that. Of course. What else do you expect from a barrister? If you're telling me about Oshiomole, I'll tell you that Oshiomole's part is jealousy. You know Oshiomole now. Look at what brought the loggerhead between him and Obaseki. Is it not because of Oshiomole's pride? It's because of his pride. So that is why, if you tell me that Oshiomole is a critic, I will agree with you. But as for Festus Keyamo, that one is the character of barristers, of lawyers. As a lawyer, you should be critic in nature. Criticism is their style. If you don't know how to criticize, you are not ready to be a lawyer. In fact, you are not yet a lawyer. Do you understand? If you're not ready, if you're not sound in defending a criminal, then you're not even a lawyer too. Yes, as a barrister, you should be skilled in criticism and also in defending even criminals. I was opportune to be in a conference, in one conference like that, and the man was like telling us that the man is a Christian, and started telling us so many things, and which I know is a Christian and also a lawyer. Then I asked him one question: sir, please, why are you you're a Christian, and yet you are still yet you're a lawyer, and I know that you must have told too many lies. And he said, my dear, don't blame me. I found myself in the field. Let me hear from you and know what you have to say about it. What's your take? Do me free to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.